I'm gonna put a little bit of, couldn't find this anywhere, bronzer, a little bit of color. I think I stole from my sister. All right. Okay. Hi guys, it's Julia Weber and welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to do a quick get ready with me because I'm going to be filming a few other videos today just to batch. That way I can edit them throughout the weeks and hopefully post regularly because that's my goal. But today we're going to get ready together. So if you see a little movement back there, that's my kitty. And if you could see behind me, you would see all of the snow. So it has literally dumped, at least for Virginia standards, where I live in Virginia at least, it's dumped. There is snow all along the cars and the streets and the houses. It's gonna be a fun day because I think we're gonna go outside and play in the snow for a little bit. But first I wanted to get ready and chat with y'all. Also, I apologize if the lighting is just kind of going all over the place. I'm still trying to figure out my setup for lighting and stuff. I'm filming in front of a window and the clouds are kind of going in and out, so the lighting might be kind of in and out. And in editing, I don't know if I'm really gonna be able to fix that either, so I hope it's okay. If not, you might never see this video. So let's get into the video. Last night I Dysoned my hair. It's one of my new tools of the year. I haven't had a Dyson, and honestly, a Dyson has been really worth the money for me because my hair holds the curl very well. I mean, you might be seeing this and being like, that doesn't look like it, but if I were to have curled my hair with anything else, you really would not be able to see my curls. They would be gone. Also, I slept on these. So the fact that I slept on it and it's still here means that it works pretty well for my hair. So it's very worth the money, and I'm gonna be talking about it in my favorite things video, which will be coming out probably before this actually. So if you wanna know more about it, if you don't already know, because it's a pretty popular product, go to my favorite things video. But I Dysoned my hair 2 days ago for the first time because like I said, it's a pretty new product to me, and it turned out beautiful and the curls held for literally 3 days. It was the best. And then I did it last night and the curls are holding, but I just don't feel like they're holding as well as they did before, so I'm not really sure what I did different. I'm still happy with the product, and like I said, it's still holding better than it has before in the past, but I'm just not positive what happened here. But that's okay. We're gonna live and learn and probably figure it out. Also, I've been curling my hair towards my face as compared to away, and I've been really loving that. I feel like it frames my face better and my hair holds the curl better. Maybe that's not true, but I just feel like it does for me. So that's my little update on my Dyson and on my hair. I'm not really sure if I should brush it out or leave it as is, but I think I'm gonna clip it up. Okay, I decided not to clip it. It just wasn't working. I was just trying to get it out of my face for the video, but it's just not working. It's not working well with me today, so we're not gonna clip it up. The first thing I'm gonna do is, also, let me just mention that I'm no professional makeup person, and I really enjoy makeup, especially when I was younger. I watched the makeup videos that were on YouTube so much. But now that I'm older, I really don't do much, and it's a pretty simple routine. It's nothing that's out of the ordinary or out of the box, but it's something I would like to experiment more with as time goes on. So this isn't gonna be anything extraordinary right now. It's just kind of my everyday routine. But I always like watching these, not necessarily to learn anything new, but just because I can turn it on and make my dinner or make my lunch or whatever. So don't expect to learn anything from here. Just put it on in the background, watch it, whatever you want to do. That's what I like to do with these kind of videos. You do as you want. So the first step for me is this NARS Creamy Concealer. This is, once again, nothing that's not new. I feel like everyone and their mother uses this creamy concealer. Let me go wet my beauty blender really quick. I just realized it's not wet. Okay, I'm back with my beauty blender. So the first step is this NARS Creamy Concealer. Like I said, nothing groundbreaking here. So many people use this concealer. It's one that I really like. I don't know if I'm in love with it. I kind of want to try out the Merit one. I've heard good things about that. So like I said, it works, but it's nothing groundbreaking. I just put it underneath both eyes, and then I put a little bit on my forehead, and then I will cover up any little spots. So I've got a little scar right there. I really don't care too much about covering absolutely everything. I like to just give my face a little bit of cohesiveness. I feel like it really helps with that, but I really don't like to go too heavy on the concealer. But I'm just gonna blend that out with my beauty blender. I also like to run some of the leftover amount of concealer down my nose just a little bit. I just feel like when I do concealer under my eyes and then I don't do a little bit of my nose like looks red and like stands out. If you can see my cat in the mirror, that's what that is. Sorry, that's kind of hilarious. Anyways, what I was saying is I like to just run down my nose just a little bit because I don't want my nose to like stand out and be red. So I'm just gonna blend the top of my forehead and also the little spot over here and kind of just anywhere else I feel like it needs to be. Okay, sorry, the angle might have changed. I had to go and delete some stuff from the SD card because it got full. I'm still getting used to some of this stuff, so hopefully these things will kind of work themselves out as time goes on. But I'm gonna move on to the next step. So the next thing I use is this Merit bronzing stick, and I really like this bronzing stick. It's not too over the top. As you can see, my cat really wants in on it. So it's not too over the top, it's kind of nice and natural, and I'll just run that below my cheekbone and then up on my forehead. I'm gonna do like a 3 shape, and then I'll also go underneath my chin like that, and then a tiny little bit on my nose, not necessarily because I cared to contour my nose, but because I feel like my nose is left out of the color if I don't put any on my nose. So I'm gonna do that, and then we're gonna blend it out with my beauty blender. On my eyelids just to bring a little bit of color there as well. So as you can see, there's really not a huge difference from before I did this and now, but it does bring some natural color back to my face. And like I said, I kind of go for a more natural look, an everyday look. I'm not trying to look like contoured and snatched necessarily. So I like this product for that reason. But if you don't like natural, you want to be a bit more contoured, then I would do a different bronzing stick than the Merit one. Okay, up next is this Rare Beauty blush. This is in the shade Hope, and I've had this blush for well over a year. It's probably expired at this point. I don't know. It lasts forever. Like, I feel like I'll have this for the rest of my life. I mean, probably not, but there's so much in this. I've had it for over a year. I use it a lot, and it still feels quite full. So if you want a good bang for your buck, get the Rare Beauty blush. And honestly, really love it. So I just put a little bit on my cheeks, and then I also do a little bit on my eyelids as well. I kind of like to bring anything I do to my face to my eyelids just to bring it into a more cohesive look. Feels more natural that way as well. And then I take my beauty blender and I blend this as well. Also, quite dirty, I'm aware. Over my nose just to kind of blend it all together, and then I will blend out my eyelid. So once again, very natural look, exactly what I'm going for. Next up, we have the bronzer I've been using since probably 9th grade. Not the same exact carton, but the same brand, the Hoola bronzer. I love it. I will probably always use this. That's not necessarily true, but I think I'll always have it in my makeup bag. I might grab it with things at other times, but I love the Hoola bronzer, and I'm just going to be using a little fluffy brush to apply a little bit of bronzer just to kind of set the bronzer that I did with the stick. Perfect. Done. Next up is a blush from the drugstore. It's a Milani blush, and I love it so much. It's in the shade Dulce Pink, and it's got a little bit of a shimmer to it, which is kind of why I like it. Some people don't like that in a blush, but I don't do any highlighter, so I kind of do like that in a blush. But if you don't like that, just know that it's a little bit shimmery. But while I'm putting this on, I just remembered a story I wanted to tell y'all, and it is that last night I had to go pick up my husband from the airport, and as y'all know, it dumped snow basically from 11 p.m. or like 10:30 p.m. until like 2 or 3 a.m. And I had to go pick him up like right when it started snowing. So I didn't think it was gonna be an issue at all. I kind of just thought, oh, it's gonna be like some flurries, but I'll kind of catch it at the beginning so the roads will be fine, visibility will be fine. And boy, was I wrong. It felt like I was driving in a blizzard, and I don't know if it was because it was nighttime, so like visibility was already pretty bad, but driving in the really fast falling snow was tripping my mind out, and the roads were like getting progressively worse so fast. And I was driving in a car that does not have four-wheel drive. Neither mine nor Sam's car has four-wheel drive. So I drove his car because his car is a little bit more reliable than my car, but it still was so sketchy. And I was literally praying all the way there that I would just make it there safe, because I didn't necessarily care after I picked him up what happened. I just didn't want to get stranded alone at 11 o'clock on my own in the dark, in the snow, stuck in a ditch. And I was so scared of that. But luckily that didn't happen. And honestly, the roads were way worse on the way back than they were on the way there. And I had Sam at that point. So we were able to be together. And if anything happened, at least we were together. I was just so scared of being alone and stranded in the snow. But we made it there safely. And then on the way back, the roads were also so bad, so terrible. I was drifting kind of all over the road. I was driving in between the two lanes because I couldn't see where the lanes were. There weren't a lot of cars on the road and everyone was driving really slow, so it was fine, but it was so freaky. There was at one point I was driving kind of slow, trying to figure out which lane I was in because you can't see the lanes, and this kind of angry car, probably someone that grew up driving the snow, I'm very aware, you know, they were probably annoyed with how slow I was driving in between the two lanes, but they sped up by me, like really close by me, and sprayed a bunch of snow onto my windshield to where I couldn't see anything, and I was slipping and sliding all over the road, and it was so terrifying. Sam was with me, so it was fine, and I just put on the windshield wipers really quick and was able to clear the snow away, but I was like, my heart literally dropped to my butt when that happened. I was like, oh my gosh. I still have no idea if he did that on purpose or not. I don't know if, I obviously will never know, but other cars were passing me and that wasn't happening. So I don't know why that happened when that car passed me. Very, very scary, but it's okay. We made it here alive. It's usually an hour drive to the airport. It took us probably an hour and 15, an hour and 20 because of how slow I was driving, but I just genuinely could not go any faster. It was so scary. But now the roads are, it's not snowing anymore and the roads look pretty clear, so it's fine. But I think just last night they were still trying to, you know, snow plow all the snow away. So the roads were pretty snowy and icy, so it was scary. But it's all right, we made it here, safe and sound. So there's my blush and my little story time. All right, up next is my e.l.f., what's it called? Brow lift. My e.l.f. brow lift. And this is what it looks like. Oh, my cat loves, oh my gosh, loves these spoolies. Okay, he needs to calm down. And so I have one usually when I'm getting ready in the bathroom that I'll give him to play with, but I don't have them right now. So I really hope that he will calm down while I'm doing it. But what I do is I bend my spoolie to where it's kind of like in a C curve, because I feel like I can get in the crevices. Okay. Because I feel like I can get in the crevices of the brow lift better. We're gonna do this fast so that my cat can calm down. All right, maybe I should find one to give you. All right, I found one to give my cat. So we're gonna give this to him and he's gonna go play. Don't worry, I watch my cat while he's playing with that because I'm very aware that, I don't know, I feel like the top could come off and he could choke on it. So we don't ever leave him in the house while he's playing with it. We make sure to throw it away before we leave the house. But I'm gonna take my little spoolie and I'm just gonna brush up my eyebrows. I do not put in any color to my eyebrows. I have pretty dark eyebrows as it is, and I don't feel like I need anything else to darken them. And like I said, I love a natural look. So I brush them up, especially towards the front, and then I take my spoolie and kind of go downwards. Same thing on this side. Now this eyebrow is not as lifted as the one on my left, so I usually spend a little bit more time on this brow over here and try to make them, you know, they're sisters, they're not twins, so I try to make them look somewhat cohesive, but sometimes it's just the way our eyebrows are, and that's okay. So do the same thing over here, and I really do try to keep this part up because I feel like that helps them look a little bit more cohesive. I don't know, you can tell me. Next up, okay, I thought I was going crazy. I couldn't find this anywhere. He's really into playing with my makeup right now. I think he's just feeling very playful. So I've got my Fake Awake from, is this a Tarte thing? Yeah, this is a Tarte Fake Awake. So I take this and I do a little bit of it in my waterline. Nothing too crazy, because I do think sometimes it can look a little crazy if I do too much, but just enough. I feel like it kind of helps open up and brighten my eyes a little bit. Also, I apologize if you can hear the person outside shoveling the snow. Like I said, I'm new to this. The audio and the lighting is gonna be a learning curve. Albus, sometimes it's like I have a 2-year-old with this kitten. He does require a lot of attention, but I love giving him attention, so it's okay. So I'm done with the eyeliner, the water line, and I'm going to curl my lashes and then do a little bit of mascara. The eyelash curler I used, it's really dirty, so I'm not going to show you too much of it, but the eyelash curler I used is this eyelash curler from e.l.f. And then I just use the Maybelline Lash Sensational mascara. I've tried some higher end mascaras, and honestly, I don't care for them. I don't feel like they're worth the money, and I feel like the outcome that I get with my Maybelline mascara is the exact same. So I don't think it's worth spending more money on. Depending on the day, I'll do bottom mascara, and I think I'm gonna do it today, but sometimes I just run a little bit of bronzer, the Hoola bronzer, underneath my lash line and kind of bring out my lash line that way. But today I feel like having a little bit of bottom mascara on, but just kind of depends. Also, sometimes I do eyeliner. I don't love the eyeliner I have, and honestly I kind of want to experiment with brown eyeliner and brown mascara. They're two things I don't have and I've never tried with my, my complexion. So if anyone's watching this and has recommendations, please leave them below, because I would love to try out something brown for my eyes, like brown mascara, brown eyeliner. So I actually decided I am going to put a little bit of bronzer underneath my lash line. I just feel like it needs a little bit of something, a little bit of color. Sorry, my cat is all over the place. Can I mention that all of my brushes most of my brushes are like probably over 10 years old. Probably have had these brushes since I was in middle school. This brush in particular, I think I stole from my sister. It's probably from like Limited 2 or like, what's it called? Claire's. Probably something like that. That's how old my brushes are. One of my goals for 2025 is to get some better brushes, because they are in need of an upgrade. Definitely. Not all of mine are this old. I did buy a few new ones from Ulta probably in October, so some of them are okay, but majority of them pretty old. All right. Elvis. Okay. Ow! Don't bite my finger. Oh, okay. All right. Ugh. All right, my last step is a little bit of lip liner, and then I'll put on some lip gloss. But this lip liner is from L'Oreal, and it is in the color Au Naturel. Au Naturel? Au Natural. Au Naturel. I don't know if you can see that, but this is what it looks like. Yeah, I love it. And I just do the tiniest bit around the outside of my lips, because I just don't, this is another thing about me. I really need to find a lip product that works for me. I like this lip liner, but I don't like the color like all over my lips. I like it a little bit on the outside. Otherwise, I don't want it all over my lips. I really want to figure out a color that works and a combination that works, because this right now, it works, but it's not like the perfect lip color for me. Or it's a good like everyday, but I don't have like a good like, I don't know, I just feel like I still need to experiment with some lip colors. I just feel like a lot of colors on my lips don't look good. But I also just I'm not super comfortable with lipsticks and lip liners, and it's somewhat new to me, so maybe I just need to get used to it. And I'll kind of take my finger and blend it. You probably can't even tell the difference, but there's my lip liner. I'm gonna go grab my lip gloss because I just realized it's downstairs. Okay, I'm back with my lip gloss, and once again, not a groundbreaking lip gloss. I know this is not a groundbreaking get ready with me, but I used the e.l.f. lip gloss in Coral Fixation, and it's the Glow Reviver. It's actually a lip oil, so that's what I use. I like it. Some lip glosses really dry out my lips and cause them to be like really chapped, and this one doesn't do that. Probably because it's a lip oil and not a gloss. But I just put that all over and kind of blend out my lip liner as I go across it a little bit. So that is the finished look. I hope that you enjoyed watching the video, even if you didn't learn anything new. Like I said, I didn't really do anything too crazy. But I always enjoy these videos. I find them cozy and comforting to turn on in the background. So hopefully that will be the case for you. But here it is, the finished look. And I hope you'll have a great day, whether it's snowy or whether it's sunny, whatever the weather is, wherever you are. I hope you have a good day. Get outside, get some sun, go see some friends, or do something cozy, and have a great day.